Hey everyone, what's up? Thanks for joining me today. I am Jonathan Mathis, the sports judge. Welcome back. A part of me wants to believe this series is over with the Dodgers being on life support. A part of me wants to believe it's not over. I don't know. I felt like Game 5 was a must win for the Dodgers after the way they performed in Game 5, tried to convince me that the Dodgers have a shot at winning this World Series. It's been a fun season. It's been an up and down season. But what I've seen on Wednesday night, it's kind of clear to me that they're not as mentally prepared as the Toronto Blue Jays. They're not as hungry as Toronto. Maybe they're tired. That's just an excuse so they could justify why they didn't play well. I don't know. Am I overreacting when I declared this series over after the Dodgers 6-1 loss to the Toronto Blue Jays? That's what you got to say when you're down 3-2 going back to Toronto. Technically, I said I think the Dodgers are cooked. Yeah, so let's be clear about what happened. I was forced by the devil because the devil forced me to do it, to stop believing in this team, with this team going back to Toronto where they have to win too. I just think the energy shifted to the Toronto Blue Jays. I couldn't tell you what Dodger fans are feeling. Dejected? Frustrated? I can't tell you what they're going to do or if they're going to win. But I can tell you the Dodgers are in trouble and they have to win too in Toronto to win back to back. And again, our offense is the concern. It's not the pitching. And yes, Blake Snell, this is a big game, a chance for your team to go back to Toronto up 3-2. No question about it. Listen, Blake Snell came into this thing as good as anyone. He was unbelievable in the postseason. And in 2 starts, he gets slapped around. First pitch, third pitch, home runs. That was a horrific way to start. He gives up a leadoff homer to Davis Snyder. Then he gives up a home run to Vladimir Guerrero Jr. The back-to-back long balls he gave up, it was a gut punch. I'm like, oh man, we're in trouble. And I think, like, from that point, that was it for me. It was like a disaster waiting to happen. I kind of knew it was over. And, from then I realized that, it was going to be another long, crazy night for the Dodgers. In order to win that Game 5, given how unproductive the offense has been, I felt we needed Blake Snell to go out there and put up zeros and give us 8 strong innings. I was so shocked to see that he gave up 2 batting practice balls in the first 3 pitches. It was absolutely frustrating. It was a horrific start for him, but I thought he eventually reeled it back in. I just want our fans to be happy, to feel good about this team. You should know better than anybody that the Lakers and Dodgers are the most beloved teams here. Game 6 tonight at the Rogers Center in Toronto. Yamamoto in Game 6 looking for a 3rd straight complete game. The Dodgers look to force Game 7. Can't think ahead. Got to take care of business tonight. All that being said, maybe there's a good chance this series goes 7 because Yamamoto has been absolutely locked in. Game 6, got to win, obviously. It is going to be a stressful night. I think this is going to be the scariest Halloween for Dodgers fans, the scariest night of the season. And the Dodgers offense has just been an atrocity. In the World Series, the Dodgers batting is 203 as a team. They have scored 4 runs in their last 28 innings. That's not going to get it done. Bottom of the lineup has been unproductive. I turned on my Dodgers pretty quickly. And listen, one thing about me, I will tell it like it is. Many people hate when I talk the way I talk about the Dodgers. It's true. I mean, haven't you watched all the games? And man, I thought this offense would have awakened in Game 5. This team, they are loaded. And this is the thing, is they're still lifeless. Mookie Betts, 3 of 23. No extra base hits, no RBIs. Out of frustration, I said he was overrated. I was wrong for that. It's been a rough season for Betts. Hard times. So, that's a big point of conversation these days. And especially in the World Series. Like, it's kind of came into clear view. Mookie Betts offensively is struggling. It's not only him, it's the rest of the lineup as well. Anybody that's in that lineup, they will struggle. It's nothing new. Let's not forget, this has been going on all season, especially against good pitching. This is a team that's been in turmoil all season. Ultimately, this season, the Dodgers they never went on a run. They have struggled all season long, especially offensively. This is what bothers me about this team. Because again, and I'm dead serious, your pitchers can't keep holding it down if they're not getting run support. I'm just saying. I just don't see a team that wants it bad enough. Also, too, you are relying on a bullpen that can't get it done either. And so with that, your starting pitchers are pressing because the glaring weakness of this team is the bullpen. And when they come in, the game a lot of times turns completely upside down. The starters are out. Everything goes wrong. The offense that we saw all season and in this series hasn't played up to their standards, has not exploded, has not scored with runners in scoring position, has not done anything spectacular. The hits just aren't there. Let's call it what it is. We all know that game to game, we kind of expect this offense to do just about nothing. They're not going to find a way to score runs. The reason they found themselves in a slump and why we find ourselves a bit depressed, dare I say, by what we have seen from the Dodgers this year for the most part. They keep trying to swing for the fences versus stringing base runners together. And so I'll say this. You want to show me that you're a team to be taken seriously? Like, we're to look at the Dodgers and think they're an unbelievable team on paper? Just do not have it this postseason, it seems. You mean to tell me they have a star-studded offense and not a single one of those guys can get on base? That's a problem. That's been the problem. I'm very upset about it. Okay, when it comes to the Dodgers. But I can't ignore reality. Sorry, Dodger fans. But what the hell I've been seeing from this Dodgers offense? By the way, getting paid top dollar and playing like this? I'm looking at the Los Angeles Dodgers and I'm saying, this is about the offense. Don't put this on the pitching. That's what got you here. Their starting pitching can only do so much. You cannot have this little production and expect to win. It's on the offense to be better. They need to be better. The Dodgers' offensive inconsistency is hurting them at the worst possible time. Just look. The look has not been ordinary from these guys. You got to put up or shut up. It's as simple as that. This should and could be a historically great offense. Most of that offense has been non-existent. That's what it feels like. And right now, it's worse. It just seems like, you talk about it, it just seems like they're just swinging at everything. There is trouble when you have scored 4 runs in 28 innings. That is, to me, complete anemic, pathetic approach at the plate. They just have an epidemic of strikeouts. And let's give you Savage credit. He just absolutely stymied them. Pretty impressive for a rookie pitcher and a guy with an incredible story. I don't see how we win this thing with the offense not showing up. I'm not asking this baseball team to clearly rely on the long ball to live and die by the home run or hit a home run in every plate appearance. But tell me why you watch this Dodgers team this season and say they're swinging for the fences, trying to do too much, trying to play hero ball. There's no need for that. I think, again, offensively, there's been too much of swinging and missing, chasing bad pitches. And when they do make contact, it's either a fly out or a grounder to an infielder who makes an outstanding play. And if we watch this team tonight, I promise you, the way they've been performing, this team wastes a ton of opportunities. I'm hoping that's not the case tonight. Can the Dodgers rise from the ashes? I want to believe they can, but it's kind of hard to feel any sense of optimism when the offense has been lackluster. And honestly, to tell you guys the truth, this is why it's so hard to watch these games. Because I don't know. Because I don't think the Dodgers are that team that found it offensively. The Dodgers haven't shown me a consistency of excellence that says you get to go walk in the building like you used to just because your payroll is the largest and because your two-way superstar is the world's best player. Yeah, we know Shohei is an all-time great, but he can't do it alone. And his team hasn't played at that level where you can for sure say they're going to win the World Series. There's nothing for me to believe that they're going to beat the Toronto Blue Jays if the offense does absolutely nothing. I'm not happy about this. Supposed to have the most talented team in baseball. All of a sudden, they just stuck me in the roller coaster ride as they did all season long. This is what the Dodgers do. So it should really come as no surprise. Again, we've seen this offense slump all season. Mookie Betts, still a good player. Not the Mookie Betts he has been in the past years. Not even close to being the Mookie Betts he has been in the past years. Even in just watching him, it's not the same. Something is off. I don't need to see him hitting the long ball. I just need to see him get a base hit. I just need to see him come through in big spots. We don't know that Mookie is going to step up. He has been an almost complete no-show. You don't know that Freddie Freeman is going to always get that clutch hit. I will say this, there's no doubt about it. This team is not a World Series team without Freddie doing what he does. Freddie, in my opinion, is probably the most clutch hitter I've seen. And, for me, Freddie is an October legend. He's a good dude, a really, really good guy. I'm not denying that. He's so special. This team, he isn't good enough to raise the level of this team where if they don't get production from the rest of the lineup, they will not win. Am I supposed to believe Shohei Ohtani is going to have another one of his never-before-seen historic games where he hits 3 home runs and strikes out 10? It's time to step up their game. I want them to blow the doors off the Blue Jays. But for me to think that, okay, they need good quality at-bats. Work a pitcher's count. Wear down their arms and just get on base. You got to hope the Dodgers can win the next 2 in Toronto. If I'm going to think that they can do what has the chance to get done when it comes to erasing the ugliness in this series, I want them to make it simple. What you're doing now is obviously not working. Put the ball in play. And tonight, it's about how do we grind out a win? Get this thing to Game 7 because it's win or go home. I think a lot of people thought the Dodgers were going to just roll over the Blue Jays and win in 4 or 5. I picked the Dodgers in 6. I knew this wouldn't be easy. It was going to be a very competitive series. I knew it was going to be tough. I know we're on the losing end of it, but for this team to force Game 7, we got to score runs. Dave Roberts makes drastic changes to the lineup ahead of the elimination game, and I think that, hopefully they get some production tonight. It sounds like they're changing up the lineup to try and create a little bit more offense to give these guys a different look. Ohtani leads off. Smith bats second. Freeman hits third. Betts slides down to the 5th spot. And Miguel Rojas is batting 9th. So we'll see if tweaking his lineup effectively puts them in position to secure a victory and get this series to a Game 7. We'll see. It won't be easy. It's going to be tough. But I don't think the Dodgers are going to quit. I think this team is going to fight tonight with their backs against the wall. They're going to fight and they're going to have to respond. You take one game at a time. And we all know what can happen if this series gets to Game 7. Weird things happen in Game 7s. We've seen it over the years. Anything is possible in a Game 7. And if this goes to Game 7, then this thing is very interesting if it goes to Game 7. So we'll see what happens tonight. It's going to be a great game. I will be hopefully locked in. I plan on taking my daughter. Happy Halloween, by the way. I plan on taking my daughter out trick-or-treating tonight. So I won't be around the TV. But we'll see. We'll see. I'll find a way. Dodger fans always find a way. But let's go, Dodgers. You guys take care. Holler at your boy. We'll talk again soon. If you guys like the content, please do me a huge favor. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also follow me on TikTok, the Sports Judge 85, and follow me on Instagram, Sports Judge 85. All right, you guys take care. We'll talk again soon. Happy Halloween to all those people out there who celebrate. Enjoy your night. Be safe out there and have fun. Take care, everyone.